Hello everyone, Livy here, back with another video. This one should be a quick VR to Amidst the Gray, and this one is called Card of the Year 2023, I believe. So please, definitely, I'm going to link her video down below, but watch her original video to learn how to calculate your card of the year. It's based on like birth card stuff and also things that are outlined in this book, which is why I'm showing this book. But let's talk a little bit about what, because I know what my card of the year is going to be, and let me show you. I figured it, oh, not this page, never mind. I know my birth cards and stuff I've been working with this book a lot. But my card of the year, so this book, if you haven't read it, it has this big section here, how you can figure out your year card. And it has like all the years. No, actually, this is not all the years. These are all the totals that you can add up within, I guess, our lifetime-ish right now. Like whatever generations we are currently, this is how much this book calculates. For me, spoilers, or maybe not, because I'm talking about what my card of the year is, right? I am about, well, this was my year. Currently, oh, sorry, I feel like you can hear sirens going off outside. Anyways, my year, oh, this is my age, by the way. This is how I was keeping track in my brain. I'm currently in a hanged man year. I'm still processing how that's applied to me, really, this year. But, oh man, my card for 2023 is 13, which, if you guys remember Major Arcana, that is the Death card. Yes, I'm going into a death year. Not always fun. Well, okay. We all know death is not as bad as it seems for the Major Arcana. It's about transformation. And, if I have to reflect on that, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Next year, in 2023, I will be turning 30. So that is obviously a big transformation in itself, because I'll be leaving my 20s behind to go now into my 30s, which is like kind of mind-blowing to think. I'm like, what the hell? I don't feel like I'm ready to be in my 30s, but it's coming for me, whether I like it or not. And that, I can feel like that's an initial tie into death, right? It's the end of one time, the beginning of another. But I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie, about having a death year also, because I was paranoid. So I started, I know this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So I started doing calculations. That's how I knew that this year was Hangman. Anyways, I started doing calculations, and I was keeping track of all the years I've basically had in my life so far up until what'll be this point, which is death. Okay. And I've noticed some interesting patterns. Well, for one, when I was 0, basically, just born, I was in a wheel year, which is really interesting. And then I was also noting other wheel years I had, and they tended to be at really big moments in my life. But I also noticed something else, particularly about death, okay? Every time I had a death, well, maybe except my third. I don't really remember how I was at year 3. But every time I've had a death year, 12, when I was at 12 years old, when I was at 21 years old, and I guess to now, or I'm going to look particularly at 12 and 21. Those were big times for me. Really crazy things were coming to light at those years. 12 in particular is kind of when not to get too personal, but kind of when I realized I had depression was at 12. When I realized, well, actually, when I was leaving college in my opinion, to finally be an adult, I was 21, and a lot of crazy things were happening in that year. So for me, death is big. Death has been big in my life. And so the question becomes, what do I think is going to happen this coming year? And to be honest, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what big terror can await me in 2023, but I feel like it's going to be big. And I think also because I know it's going to be so big, I need to think about, what am I going to do? You know, what am I going to do if those big things come for me? It's a lot to process. Now, Amidst the Gray has something interesting, so maybe I should look into that too. She did this cool thing where she also looked at the other numbers that are tied to a specific card. So I'm going to look to see if I can find... Okay, these kind of go in the same constellation. So this is kind of what she's talking about, like when you start calculating things, like the other numbers that you can get. So I could also see death, right, as a time where I could be looking into, oh man, the Fool energy, like the start of something new. That's a little scary, but look into the Fool. And I can also be looking at the base and thinking about the Emperor, which, you know, it gives life force and realization of power stuff here, right? Talking about realization of paternal and worldly power, physical force and generation, realization of life power, vital force release, realization of eternal power, spiritual force, and regeneration. Like, I could look at it in the context of this too. And really deep dive into it. But again, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know. This feels like it's going to be kind of a chaotic year. And I'm just hoping, honestly, for the best, because I would prefer, I know some people have different thoughts on this. I would prefer still being, to be honest, in a hangman year than knowing that death is coming, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Not because, again, because death can be beautiful. Sorry, I had to cough. Death can be beautiful. But for me personally, if I look at my whole life history and notes and stuff, death years came at really transformative and dark times. So that's what makes me nervous. Is that for me, it has been kind of like a bigger thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm processing my thoughts on this. The Hangman, I think, has been better in the sense that I've started to surrender to some things, like letting go of a lot of crap or things that are just not working and just kind of going with the flow. So in that sense, the Hangman's been better. So yeah, this makes me worried. But I'm going to be hoping for the best. But anyways, this is kind of a quick video. I just wanted to talk about my card year ahead, and what I know about it. And me processing and kind of having a little bit of like, too much. But if you watched all that, thank you for watching. I'm debating what will be my next video after this. I tend to film in like crazy batches. So I'm still debating what my next video will be. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed what I've had. By the way, this book, I might have to do a whole video on this book, but This one's a really good one. Really great resource. Highly recommend it. Because it helped me figure out all this stuff and go into this detail. But anyways, I will see you guys all again next time. But I hope you enjoyed my little ramblings about my year ahead. Let me know below if you already know what year's coming for you. Let's talk about it. But I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely go do the VR if you're interested in this kind of thing. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.